Let me appreciate this young boy. Adansi, Bonnah, where are you? Okay. This is a young boy who has put Accra Academy on the international calendar and arena. Yeah, this is a young boy. When we were preparing for the speech day, at his own initiative, he picked his pen and wrote to the contractor working on the Circle interchange that his school was celebrating her 85th anniversary, and he needed 10 wheelbarrows of bitumen to patch roads on the compound. And that singular effort yielded a massive improvement in our roads. When you go around, the officers there came around and said this young man had made a request, and 10 wheelbarrows, because of his size, he requested for 10. And then they thought that the 10 wheelbarrows would not do anything. So for about 3 days, the top echelon of the company, they were here, that is the Quiros Galva Construction Company, to do the patching of the roads on the school compound. So that's it. It was wonderful. He's the same boy who started a project when there was a lot of hunger in Somalia, and he took a whole lot of donations and then sent to the people in Somalia who were starving. He's also been to South Africa, is that correct? Yes, he's done a whole lot of things. You see him small like that, but he's big in mind. Okay.
Hello, you are welcome to the Dream Big series, and we have our special guest, Andrew Adansi Bonnah. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Andrew, who are your parents and where were you born?
My father is Mr. Samuel Adansi Bonnah, a teacher at Accra Academy, and my mother is Naomi Adansi Bonnah, a hairstylist. I was born in Accra, to be specific, on Probi Polyclinic in the year 2000, but a native of Sefioso in the Western region.
How is it like for you at home and at school?
I started preschool education at Children of the Ark in Probi. I transferred to Class Peter Memorial School in Bubuashi to start Class 1 in 2006 and completed my junior high school education in 2015. I made several friends at school. The teachers were my good adult friends who helped me at school. I discussed issues bordering on social and children's welfare and development with them. It gave me areas and topics to research on as well. This helped broaden my horizon.
As a child, what did you dream about?
As a little child, I dreamt of becoming a military pilot, delivering emergency relief works such as foodstuffs, medicine, clothes, etc. in various parts of the world.
Andrew was one of the few young people who have had the opportunity to interview former President Kufuor about his history and the future of Ghanaian children. Andrew also worked with former President Rawlings during the African Union campaign to raise relief items for the children of Somalia. Among some of the humanitarian projects Andrew has embarked on includes Save Somali Children from Hunger project in 2011, Save Our Black Bands, Save Lives project in 2012, the Election 2012 campaign, and currently the Food for All campaign, which began in 2014 to 2044, which is a 40-year campaign to promote food security in Ghana, 30 years of food security campaign. Others include when he also collaborated with the Commission for Civic Education to promote peace and tolerance campaign for the 2012 presidential and parliamentary elections. This was some of the flyers he used during some of his humanitarian projects, that is the Save Somali Children from Hunger project. It's a flyer that was advocating for raising of 20 million Ghana cedis, equivalent to 30 million US dollars, to provide food, medicine, clothing, education for the children of Somalia.
Andrew, you are only 15 years old, but you've done a lot for humanity. What motivates you?
I have the desire for love, peace and harmony, and I always feel bad when something goes wrong, such as flood, war, disease affects my society in which I live.
Tell us about the much talked about global, philanthropic and the humanitarian project Save Somali Children from Hunger.
It all began in 2010 when I was watching television with my family, and I felt bad when I saw the images of children and mothers in Somalia during their crisis and their famine. So I decided to help them in any way which I could. So I approached my father and he told me it's possible. So I researched about famine and what caused the drought in Somalia. After then, I went to Radio Gold to let the public know what I want to do or the project I'm embarking on. So from there, working through UNICEF and World Food Program, I embarked on lots of activities to raise funds. There was one, I was in the mall with Accra Mall with my friends to raise funds, and also in organizations, churches, mosques, I raised funds over there. And during the project, I had the opportunity to be in Ethiopia to address the AU, and also in South Africa to address the UN on the plight of girl child soldier in 2012. And at the end, I had $1,000 which was sent to Somalia in Dadaab camp.
You have Save Our Blood Bank, Save Life annual project since 2012. What is it all about?
I heard of announcements and requests by the National Blood Service for people to donate or to save lives to the hospital by donating blood. And I wanted to donate blood too, but was told I'm below age. So I said I'd rather add my voice to the call for people to go to the various hospitals and donate blood freely, which I call the Save Our Blood Banks, Save Lives project.
You have been on TV and radio nationally and internationally. Could you share with us your experiences?
I have had several media encounters during the project, and my project is advocacy in nature. I let society know what's about, the effect it has on them, and how a solution can be formed together. I've had a chance to be on several radio and TV networks. I've also been on CNN, Al Jazeera, BBC, and other international media. This is my humble appeal to all Ghanaians. It is time we invested in intensive, mechanized and large-scale farming. Ghana needs the rich now for very affordable and abundant food. Children of Ghana depend on you, the rich, for their survival. Ghana's economy depends on you. Everyone should engage him or herself in some agric activity today. There will be abundant food. There will be money. There will be joy and there will be happiness. I am Adansi Bonnah, and this is my plea to all.
The opportunity to welcome you all to the formal launch of the first National Children's Garden and Small Animal Rearing Competition 2017. After my encounter with the hungry and dying children of Somalia in 2011, due to a long period of food shortage in the part of Africa, I have been compelled to become an Greek advocate and food security activist in Ghana and probably in Africa. To help put things right before our country is plunged into any food crisis. Food shortage is preventable if conscious effort is put in place to promote agriculture. The annual National Children's Gardening and Small Animal Rearing Competition, among other activities for schools in Ghana, seeks to help to prevent any future occurrence of food crisis as experienced in Somalia and other parts in the Horn of Africa. It is important to teach children how agriculture impacts on our daily lives. You use agriculture 3 times a day when you eat your meal. If your clothes are made from cotton, wool, or flax, it is agriculture. If you live in your house, part of which is composed of wood, think agriculture. Adults are right when they say we want our sons, daughters, and our grandchildren to be safe. But these children also need a healthy dose of common sense in respect to nutrition and food security. The school gardening and small animal rearing competition, under the guidance of school teachers and other adults, shall offer hands-on skills in agriculture. Not only will children be taught about basic agriculture, they will also be able to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Some of these vegetables and other produce can be used to support the school feeding unit in the participating schools. The more young people learn about agriculture, the greater the possibility to have more learned farmers to have more food. And the more food we have, the better chance we have at surviving. The first National Children's Gardening and Small Marine Competition, which commences in March to October 2017, and the subsequent ones seeks to achieve all the mentioned goals, among several others. Details of the competition will be published in the Daily Graphic, Times, and the Insight. Letters and posters will also be sent to all schools in Ghana. Schools which express their readiness to participate will be supplied with vegetable seeds and simple gardening tools. At a given period, inspectors from the Ministry of Food and Agriculture will visit all the participating schools of the competition and award marks. Deserving schools from various regions shall be brought together on World Food Day in October 2017 and given prizes and awards just like it's done on Farmers Day. It is my hope that children will learn and get ready to take the mantle from our aging adult farmers. Thank you for coming and God bless us all.
You've launched the first National Children's Gardening and Small Animal Rearing Competition 2017. What is it about?
It's one of the several activities of the main project which I call Food for All, to promote food security and redirect the minds of the young ones to move into agriculture, because it looks like the nation's attention is slowly shifting away from agriculture. Rather, the way we do agriculture in the country should be modernized and interesting for the young ones to move into. So I'm establishing clubs in the various basic and second cycle schools to involve themselves in basic gardening and small animal rearing agriculture activities in the schools. And it's on competitive basis. So at the end, awards will be given to the school or the club which does well in the agriculture activity. And it will be launched, the first National Garden and Small Animal Rearing Competition will be launched this September 2016. And the awards day will be on the World Food Day, which will be in October 2017.
What is the Bonnah project?
The Bonnah project is a project bringing together all people who have Bonnah as their surname to embark on humanitarian activities by giving to the needy and poor. The idea came up when I saw that there are a lot of people who have Bonnah as their surname in other countries such as Italy, France, Canada, and other African countries.
What awards have you received so far?
Awards are not what I desire for. My aim is to be there for the welfare and development of children. I was appointed a Goodwill Ambassador for Girl Child Eradication in Africa. I was also part of the 3 nominees of the International Children's Peace Prize 2014 in the Netherlands. And also I've won medals and certificates for karate championships and tournaments.
What books do you read and why do you read those books?
I love to read adventurous books, books on exploration and famous people who have passed away and what they achieved, because this sparks greater interest of doing something in me, doing something in your society, and in that way the world becomes a better place for us.
Since childhood, who has influenced you the most?
There are many personalities who have all influenced me one way or the other, but there's one person who has influenced me the most, who is my father or my manager. My upkeep and my upbringing, he has taught me many things in life and what to do as well. So I think he is the person who has influenced me the most, and I must not mention this after he dies. Yes.
According to UNICEF, more than 1 in 4 children live in poverty in Ghana. What are your thoughts about this and the steps you can take to end child poverty in Ghana?
Well, I think the government of Ghana should come up with an ID card for children in the rural and needy children in the rural and urban areas to go and eat freely, not just freely, but quality foods in an institution established by the government to provide the needy children with foods in that area, hence decreasing child poverty or child hunger in Ghana.
Do you have any interesting story that has made an impact on you that you would want to share with us?
Story that has made an impact on me was one day I was on the net on a social media, it was LinkedIn, and I requested for clothes from an adult friend, and to my surprise, my request had a good response. He gave me the clothes to be given to the aged in my community, and I sent the clothes to them, and they were happy and they were filled with joy, and that has made an impact on me since then.
Thank you very much, Andrew, for granting us this interview. You're a great inspiration to us.
Thank you.
Make a date with us, same time next week. Bye-bye.